This is Eric from Pack Hacker, and in this video we're going to check out the Air Simple Kit, which I've been testing for the past 2 weeks. Let's dive in. So the primary material that we're working with here is Ultra 200X. So this is from Challenge Sailcloth. So if you are familiar with this, you probably already have an opinion on it, but typically people really like this material or they don't. So I typically like this material because it offers normally you get 2 of these 3 things and it has all 3. It has durability, it has water resistance, and it's also super lightweight. So as I said, typically you get 2 of those, and this one has all 3, but I guess the con of this is that it does look a little bit wrinkled, kind of just all the time. It has a little bit of a wrinkled look to it. It also has a little bit of a noise when you manipulate it. Not sure how well you can hear that through the microphone. They're doing some work on the building right now, so I'm sorry if you can hear that. But overall, pretty happy with the material. It's very durable. Typically, when I find something happens to a bag made of Ultra, it happens at the stitching and not actually to the material itself. So we have YKK zippers, very easy to open and close. We also have little tabs on either end here, which I'll get into, but these zippers work well. They have a PU coating, as you can see, kind of shiny there, an AquaGuard zip. One thing to note is that obviously the zippers are very water resistant, the material is very water resistant, so is the stitching, but there is a very small hole at the end of the zipper track there, and I've never had water get inside of there, but it is worth mentioning this is not waterproof. It's not designed to be, but it is highly, highly water resistant, and I think that's pretty good. We also have Hypalon pulls on the tabs there, so nice and easy to grab onto even if they get wet. That's something hanging out of the zipper there right now, which is my bad. But as I mentioned, we have these 2 little loops here on the side. So typically if I'm just carrying this around, like if you can really use this as a tech pouch, or you could also use it as like a toiletry pouch, or just I've been calling it a junk drawer. So you can throw it inside your bag, and whatever the leftover bits and bobs that don't fit in your tech pouch or your toiletry pouch, they can go inside of here. So when I'm carrying it around, I typically carry it by this loop here. There's another smaller loop on this side that I just have my flashlight inside right now. I'm testing this flashlight, so it's easy for me to just bring it around. So when you're opening and closing zippers, you can grab onto those, and for opening and closing, you can carry it by this one. You can also kind of carry it by this one. It's just you can really only get 1 finger in there, so it's just not the same as, you can get a couple fingers through the loop over here. You can also use these to attach things to different things in your pack, whether that be a carabiner or a strap or something like that. Whatever I said made our virtual assistant beep, but whatever the materials they used here are very high quality, and I'm very happy with how they've held up. And you just depends whether you can get over the wrinkledness look and the noise. If you're finding this helpful, make sure you throw a like on the video, drop a comment down below about what you would do with this pouch, and subscribe to the channel so we can continue making content like this to help you travel smarter. This is a very small pouch, and there's just 2 compartments to work with. If you had any more than that, you'd be really stretching it. So I'll start with this front one right here. So right now I've just got my monocular stowed inside of there. I like to keep this with me because I do have bad eyesight, and I need to go to the optometrist, but I won't because I don't want to. So that's just stowed inside of there. It's a kind of an odd shaped pocket. And if you're using this for tech, you can maybe put some cables inside of there, maybe some dongles for your computer or for your phone. It's just a very small pocket, and flat items do well here. It is like a mesh barrier, so you can, if you put like this is probably one of the larger items I would put inside this pocket, it will push into the main compartment, but obviously if you have larger items in the main compartment, they can't both push each other at the same time, otherwise you're just gonna run out of space. So I think flat items do well here, or just smaller items in general, like dongles and cables and stuff like that, or if you are using this for toiletries, some smaller toiletry, just tools, that's the word I was looking for, tools can go inside of here. Maybe even some like makeup tools or something like that, depending on what you're bringing with you. So moving into the main compartment, I should mention now before I take this stuff out, so there is a gusset on the bottom here. So this gusset is expanded right now, so this will stand up on its own. Depending on how you pack it, I've had some pack outs where it didn't quite stand up on its own, like maybe I had some too much heavy stuff on the top and it kind of tumbled a little bit. That was on me, not the pouch, but it does stand up on its own, and I do like that. If you're working, if you have it like this is a tech pouch and you're working at the coffee shop, you can have it like this, and you can even just have it open so you can grab the stuff you need quickly and go from there. Or if you're using it, if you are using it for toiletries, you can do the same thing in the bathroom and just have a nice thing that's standing up on its own. You can also hang it off of the desk or in the bathroom if you need to. Just a very versatile piece of gear, even though it's not designed for any one thing. So going into the main compartment, I have my cable stowed inside of here and my headphones that wanted to come out as well. And then a big old battery bank, which is kind of the anchor of this thing, right? It's an anchor battery bank, but it is the anchor of holding that so it stands up on its own. And then I also have my 2 little bricks for charging as well. So as you can see, now that all of the gear is out of it, this gusset will fold back down, and this thing is super small. And that's one of my favorite things about it, and kind of how I view it as the junk drawer of my backpack, because if I'm going on a trip and I have my tech pouch, I have my toiletry pouch, and and it's a longer trip and I know I want to stay organized, I can put this almost anywhere. It's going to take up almost no space, and I can put any overflow items that I don't know what to do with can go inside of here. You could also put your passport inside of here. You could put some cash, some cards. You could put just about anything you don't know what to do with inside of here, and it's kind of your overflow. And because I didn't really find a specific use case for this pouch, but that's kind of what I use it for, is anything where I'm not really sure what to do with this, but I want it to be in a pouch and I want to be able to find it quickly. It went inside of here. So as you can see, just kind of, it can even fold it up, and it's just very lightweight because of that ultra fabric. And it's just very, it's tough. It's tough for me to even describe it because I didn't have a specific use for it, but I found it very useful. And you can fit a lot of stuff inside of it, but again, if you're stowing tech inside of here, like I didn't have any tech that's like super valuable. This challenge material is not very thick, so it's not going to give you a ton of protection. So if you had like maybe some camera gear or just tech that was a little bit more valuable, a little more breakable, I don't know that I would stow it inside of here. And then again, with toiletries, again, there's not a ton of padding here. A lot of toiletry pouches don't have it, but if something were to, you know, like hit the bag or something, it could make the toilet, like make the consumables explode, and then you have a whole mess on your hands. So it really comes down to what you're comfortable with and what you need, but I'm very happy with the materials, the durability, the water resistance, the weight. It just depends if you have a use for it. So there you have it, the Air Simple Kit. Thanks for keeping it here at Pack Hacker, your guide to smarter travel. We'll see you in the next one.